Peruse at your leisure.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well met, sir. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the former... hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. I fear I've no wisdom to answer a quick call.
Wish I were in as many customers as I can.
Now, where was I headed?
Let's see. Well met, sir.
What are you there? You're
This is my sort of place, the more the merrier.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation? And I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of Saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
Off we go then. So long as we're on the move, we'll get to the bottom of things sooner or later.
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Welcome to Bjorn's art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Over here, if you please.
Fancy a look at my wares?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Tis a view that begs to be painted. Yon shore in particular.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder?
There, Master! Undead!
I'll save you!
If you would!
fault your prowess.
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself?
Like that.
What a bother.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
What's this all about?
It seems we must venture to Trevo Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of Vernworth. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Oh, that'll teach me.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. Isis Sting is yours to wield.
Quite the view from up here. Let me see how high I can scale.
Bad idea.
This brute has quite a temper.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
We must spare no effort against this foe, lest we suffer bitter defeat.
Never have I encountered such a stratagem.
Surely not!
Lord fell from the pieces in breathing his last.
I'll make them pay for that. It's gold as well as blood. Look at this. The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
I shall lead the charge!
No harm shall come to you.
Twould seem our foe has lost their bit.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
I shall lead the charge! I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Look, Master, goblins! A bit early to be threatened. The enemy yet remains.
I like that! This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
It seems we must venture to Trevo Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of Vernworth. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Also, I've learned.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on? It seems we must venture to Trevo Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of Vernworth. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. My magics are yours to command, should you require the skill of a mage. Might I be of assistance?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend.
What low cunning is this that forces the Arisen to sleep?
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes. I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. Might I be of assistance?
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Here we go again.
Feast your eyes on this! As you wish, I shall return directly.
Cast the flames! Fort is too late!
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
A flawless execution!
Just think what we could achieve if we...
Isis' sting is yours to wield!
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report? With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
'Tis done.
Not a bad idea. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the light.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Onward! Adventure awaits.
Was excellent. I could have done no better.
Glad to be of service.
Well said. You have my protection.
I'll turn you into a big cushion. Goblins approach!
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Shall we set it rolling? Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Out of the cave at last.
No tale of adventure would be complete without a good cave.
Right you are.
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Unless I am mistaken, aught we require is already in our possession. Pray, follow me. Here, an enchantment of cold frees our foes. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
Follow me, if you would.
That wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide. This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it please. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd go stronger.
That was certainly worthwhile.
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Bleeding amateurs. No respect for these.
The rules at your market, methinks. I cannot stand to remain here another moment.
Here we are.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here, and...
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go, then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
I can't go on like this.
worse things than turning in earlier. It's an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine
What should I do?
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my...
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time. Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own... Ah, how I've longed to embrace... Getting proper rest is an important... Ah, how I've longed to embrace my...
Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own... There are worse things than turning it...
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind?
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
'Tis as you say.
affairs, at least here I can enjoy my own company. Would that all my days were so true. Somehow my feet always carry my legs are fair numb about town.
This looks as good a place as any.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find...
Welcome to Bjorn's Arm, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
I'll take any chance not to think on my trouble.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
How might I be of service?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
Welcome.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite... The hour? Much obliged.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
day, same as the one afore it.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Well met, sir.
Off to market I go.